What's up? What's up? What's going on, everybody? It's a beautiful Monday night. Monday Night Madness is in the building. What's going on, man? Make sure y'all like and share this show. We got a whole lot of NFL talk. Yes, I played the credits twice. I kind of psyched out my co-host on that. He was like, wait a minute, you played it once? What's going on here? You played it twice? Yeah, I had to play it twice, man.
I like the intro. Play it again. Hell,
Absolutely. Shout out to Ramona Dye, who makes our intros. Phenomenal job she does. A1 specialist at what she does for sure. Now, we have week 1 of the NFL season. I want y'all to like and share because we got a lot of NFL talk to get through. All right? A lot of NFL talk to get through. We will go over biggest winners, biggest losers. We'll go over the injury report too, but we have to first and foremost go through these games, starting with Thursday night. And Marcus, I think we can run through these real quick, real fast, and still have a whole lot of fun. But nevertheless, call line is open too. If y'all got something to say, put it in the comment section. If you want to call in, 716-954-5209 is the number that's in the ticketer right now. All right. With that being said, let's get to Thursday night football. All right. Thursday night, we all know what happened. Bills, Rams, 31. Bills, 10 Rams. Marcus, take it away. Your thoughts?
Dominating performance to go out there. I did a piece called To Be the Man on Bits. I basically posed a challenge to the Buffalo Bills. Hey, you want to be the man? You want people to respect you? Go to LA, take on the defending champs.
Speaking of which, I got the bits. Y'all want the bits one more time? I got the bits.
Darling. This is your Alphabet Bits for 8 September 2022. Opening night in any football season is always my favorite. One, because I'm a football fanatic. And secondly, because you get to redeem yourself for any shortcomings from the previous year. Well, tonight, the Buffalo Bills can begin to redeem themselves for the utterly embarrassing debacle that they had versus the Kansas City Chiefs in the playoffs last year. 13 seconds. 13 seconds. Well, what better way to get rid of the bad vibes than to take on the reigning, defending Super Bowl champs in the first game on Thursday night with all the country watching? I call it a litmus test game or a statement game to put the whole league on notice that this year just might be different. There are many questions that will need to be answered, and while neither an exhilarating win or a deflating loss will determine how the season will ultimately play out, these kinds of games show whether you belong to be mentioned in the same breath as the big dogs. Can a Bills secondary without Trey White deal with the route running technician Cooper Kupp and newcomer Allen Robinson? Will the Rams suffer from the Super Bowl hangover and rest on their laurels? Can Jalen Ramsey, who many consider to be the best corner in the game, cover Bills' ace wide receiver Stephon Diggs on an island? Can Gabriel Davis be a reliable number 2 with the exit of Cole Beasley and the recently retired Emmanuel Sanders? What does future Hall of Famer and recent signee Von Miller have left in the tank? How is Matthew Stafford's elbow after missing all of preseason? And finally, is Josh Allen really that dude? After coming in second to Aaron Rodgers in the MVP race a couple of years ago. In the top 100 countdown, they had him outside the top 10. A travesty, by the way. We will find out in a little bit. It's go time, folks. The day we've all been waiting for. Opening day. Bills versus Rams. Let's do this. For more NFL news and stories, tune in to more Alphabet's Bits on YouTube and Friday nights, 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time for Alphabet's Football Show with my lovely co-host, Ramona Diehard, and the Rise Up family. Rams, everyone is going to be gunning for you now. Don't be a one-hit wonder like Vanilla Ice. People are only going to listen to Ice Ice Baby for so long. To be legendary, you usually got to repeat. By the way, Aaron Donald, you may need some anger management, my guy. You're lucky to even be playing this game after that stunt you pulled. This isn't the Hunger Games or Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome, Master Blaster. Bills, like Ric Flair says, to be the man, you gotta beat the man. That means you cannot tell people how no one respects you and lose to the Jags and score only 6 points. The Jags, who've had the #1 overall pick 2 years in a row. The window's open, guys. It doesn't stay open forever. You got the talent. Go get it. Go effing get it. See ya.
All right. That summed it up in a nutshell. Y'all heard it. Alphabet's Bits right there on Monday Night Madness. Yep, that was Alphabet's Bits before the game. Now we get to talk about the game. Nevertheless, Josh Allen and them heard your bits, Marcus. I think they answered the call on your bits. I sent it to him personally. You know, I called up the guys out there. It was like, yo, Josh, man, I know you in the suite, but I gotta let you hear this Alphabet's Bits my guy Marcus the Alphabets put out there. Nevertheless, he was like, who is this alpha guy? I'm gonna show him who's the real alpha. And what did he do? He went out there, 297 yards, folks, 3 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Stephon Diggs, Gabe Davis both had catches in this game for touchdowns. 88 yards
for one. And ran for one.
And he ran for one, too, on top of it. Yeah, put that out there, too. Yep, Gabe Davis, 88 yards. Stephon Diggs, 122 yards. Oh, what in the hell did Matthew Stafford and them do? Oh, let's see. 240 yards, 1 touchdown, 3 interceptions, sacked. Not once, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, and 6, 7? 7 times. 7 times. All right. Henderson had 47 yards carrying in this game. Buffalo held them to 52 yards rushing the whole entire game. Marcus, we talked about Cam Akers a little bit. Cam Akers might be done, right? Looks like he might be done. All right, Cooper Kupp, 128 yards in this one. 13 catches. Good game for Cooper Kupp. We expected that from the Triple Crown winner. But nevertheless, at the end of the day, Buffalo Bills, 31. Rams, 10. Buffalo had 4 turnovers in this game, too, and they went on the road and answered Marcus Toll, 31-10, all right? Saints, Falcons, 27-26, a last-second field goal. By a whole – nope, it wasn't by Ho Young either. It wasn't by Young Ho Koo. It wasn't by Young Ho Koo. It was by Will Lutz. It was by that Chips guy, Will Lutz. Lutz making it from 51 yards to give the Saints a 27-26 victory.
Didn't the Falcons have a big lead in that game too?
Yes, the Falcons blowing big leads already to start the season. I thought we was over that. I mean, how many times you gonna keep doing this? Jesus. It don't matter what coach they got. Don't take them. If they got a big lead, you might as well put an L under they.
Don't leave the stadium early.
Right, don't leave the stadium early. Put an L on them. If they got a big lead, 16 and up, y'all might as well just go ahead, L, just put it up. All right. You got a better opportunity of getting a straight haircut in Atlanta than winning the football game by being up 16 points. All right. Jarvis Landry made a phenomenal catch on the sideline to, set up that game-winning field goal. Your thoughts on that game, Marcus, real quick?
I was a little disappointed with Alvin Kamara. It was nice to see Michael Thomas back out there. He hadn't had a touchdown in 3 years. To see him go out there and do his thing. And Taysom Hill playing the jack of all trades. Tight end, running back. We know he can throw the ball. So I was very impressed with that. And I like the kid, Chris Olave. So, it's the Saints, they look pretty good with and Dennis Allen's first outing, after having Sean Payton there forever. They look really nice. And, the Falcons, they just find ways to lose games. It's unfortunate, the Super Bowls, 28-3. And now, I think they had like a 17, 18-point lead yesterday and still found a way to lose the game. So you got to, the game is 60 minutes, not 57 minutes, not 59 minutes. You got to play for 60 minutes. So
did you say Taysom or take some? Did you say Taysom or take some? By the way, we got a caller on the line, sir. Caller, what's up? What's good? What's good? Come on. What's up? What's up, man? Okay, I know who this is. This is Jay calling. Jay Renaud is on the line from Massachusetts. The Miami Dolphins fan is on the line. Jay, what's up?
Listen, did you not see that defense that Miami has?
We will get to that, Jay. We gonna get to that game. Good God Almighty! You want to talk about the Dolphins? We ain't even got to that game yet. Can we get to that game? Matter of fact, as soon as we done with this one, we gonna get to the Miami game just for you, okay? All right. Just want to put this out there real quick. Jameson Winston, 269 yards, 2 touchdowns. Taysom Hill had 4 carries, 81 yards, and a touchdown on this one. Marcus mentioned Michael Thomas, 2 touchdowns, 5 catches, 57 yards. Jarvis Landry, 7 catches, 114 yards in this game. Atlanta, Marcus Mariota, 20 for 33, 215 yards. Corliss Patterson had a touchdown, 120 yards rushing. Marcus Mariota had 72 yards and a touchdown rushing as well. And Drake London, that USC standout, Drake London, had 74 yards on 5 catches. Nevertheless, Atlanta coughs up another one. All right. Now, let's get to this Dolphins. The tuna cans versus the paper soldiers. All right. It was the tuna cans versus the paper soldiers. And in this one, the tuna cans made the paper soldiers sick in this game. Nevertheless, 20-7. Jay Renaud, how about you tell me how you feel about this game, sir, since you on the line?
All right. First and foremost, I love the defense. The defense looked great yesterday. Holland, I'm going to tell you what, Holland and my man, number 25, Howard, they've got to be in the contention of the top cornerback duo in the league. I mean, they got to be like at least top 5. Top 5. I literally think Buffalo is going to have some problems with that defense. Now, with that being said, Tua is still garbage. Did you see this guy? The way he's throwing the ball? Like, what is going on? I haven't seen dead ducks thrown since Peyton Manning's last tour of the NFL. Seriously.
You like Tua Tagovailoa. Stop lying.
No, I do not like Tua. Kidding me?
You like him. This
guy is complete garbage.
It's funny coming from a Dolphins fan. So what do you want?
Yeah.
What do you want then, Jay? Huh? Who do you want at quarterback? Huh? Tell the truth.
I actually like Skylar. I like Skylar Thompson. I think we should put that kid in.
Wow.
If the Ravens keep messing around, y'all might get Lamar next year.
Listen.
Right.
Some of the takeaways from the game. First of all, you know that Dolphin offense is definitely running through Tyreek Hill. That Dolphin offense is such a huge difference just by having Tyreek Hill there. I could see that already.
And I agree with him. And Tua Tagovailoa is the weakest.
Evidence for him. I mean, that nice pass up the middle, and Waddle did the rest. If you saw, he took the afterburners and blasted right through that secondary to get to the touchdown.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, overall the game was good. I don't know why they didn't utilize Gesicki as much. I don't know, man.
It's a lot of mouths to feed.
A lot of stuff that I liked, and then there was a lot of stuff I didn't like. I mean, the positive is definitely the Dolphin defense, but Tua's garbage, man. You better get better.
All right. Well, Tua Tagovailoa. Say it 5 times fast. Tagovailoa. Can you say Tagovailoa 5 times fast? Well, Tagovailoa had 270 yards passing in this one, a touchdown, and was sacked 3 times. This guy doesn't like Tua on the line, but he won't mention that his freaking run game sucks. The Miami Dolphins run game sucks. I want you to say it. Say it with me, Jay.
Listen, George. Hey, want to give this to Kyle? So Torch, this is the thing. If you looked when Tua was scrambling or he was being chased down, did you see some of these awesome throws that he was trying to make? One of them was borderline intentional grounding, but we got the call, thank God. But his decision making is awful. It's awful. I don't know, man. I don't like it. I don't like Tua's play. I do not like it.
All right, folks. I'm sorry to hear that you had to hear this, but Jay Renaud taking a crap on his own quarterback in week 1.
And the New England Patriots are even worse.
Taking a crap on his own quarterback week 1 when he threw for 270 yards, 23 of 33. Jay Renaud, I want to say thank you so very kindly for calling on the show. Yes, sir.
On Tua's play. Because Marcus knows. So I want to see what Marcus's take is on Tua's play yesterday.
Yeah, what's your take on Tua's play?
He has no excuse. If he doesn't get it done this year with the weapons that he has, he won't be there next year. There's been some names mentioned out there. I don't want to give out no names, but I'll give an initial. Lamar Jackson. If Tua Tagovailoa doesn't get it together, he will not be the quarterback of the Miami Dolphins next year. I truly and honestly believe that. So, it's the first game. Everybody's either, super excited about the first game or they're down. It's the first game. And, I mean, this is basically the equivalent of the third game of the preseason. So he's got to get better. And he's got the weapons. They've given him everything. He's got running backs. He's got wide receivers. He's got pretty damn good tight end and a damn good defense. And they got to do better, especially you talking about you want to beat the Buffalo Bills, who are pretty much the class of the division right now. You got to have offensive firepower to deal with them. So he's got to pick it up.
I absolutely agree with that. But see, you're dodging my question, Marcus, because you know that sometimes quarterback numbers are deceiving.
Yeah.
Like Baker Mayfield's numbers from yesterday.
Yeah.
Mayfield looked like garbage, but he had decent numbers. I mean, they still got the L, but I'm saying like quarterback play from Tua yesterday in that game.
If he doesn't have a good year, he will not be the quarterback of the Miami Dolphins next year.
All right. With that being said, thank you, caller. Thank you very much, caller. We got to move on with the show, but thank you very much for crapping on your own quarterback in week 1. You piece of. Anyway, that was Jay Renaud. Shout out to Jay Renaud. Crapping on his quarterback on week 1. He better be lucky he had 23 for 33, 270 yards. You better take your blessings while you can get them. All right? I'll make an alphabet's bits on taking your blessings. All right? Yeah. All right? With that being said, Tyreek Hill had 94 yards. Jalen Waddle had 69 yards and a touchdown. And the Miami Dolphins crushed Mac Jones. By the way, he got crushed too many times. And when I say too many times, he got sacked twice, but that back, his back is on. We'll talk about that during the injury report. But nevertheless, Damian Harris, 48 yards rushing in this one. Jacoby Myers, 55 yards. Kendrick Bourne had 1 catch, 41 yards. Don't you start your mess. I can see it coming. Don't you say a word. All right, with that being said, moving right along. I want you right here.
Right here.
Right here. Now, 49ers and Bears. This is embarrassment. Embarrassing. Listen up, folks.
Torch, we're in Amir got a survivor league where you pick. And I'm out the first week. I picked the 49ers to beat the Bears. Me and Tito, we got bounced in the first week. Everybody thought that the 49ers would beat the Bears. That was terrible, man. Really bad.
The 49ers pay Jimmy G right now. His new name is JG Wentworth. He caught me. His name is JG Wentworth. 877 cash now. 877 cash now. I want it now. All right. After that, terrible. I don't want to hear, oh, it's flooding. Oh, the weather was the weather bothered us. I don't want to hear none of that. You just got your boot smoked by the team that is one loss away from being the worst, predicted to be the worst team in the league on week 1. I don't want to hear nothing. All right. Bears 19. San Francisco 10. 19 points in the second half by the Bears, by the way. And Jalen Fields. Oh, come on now. How you 8 for 17. Just listen to these stats. 8 for 17. 121 yards. He threw 2 TDs, threw an interception.
I mean, they were playing in a monsoon, though. I mean, did you see that? I mean, it was raining. It was bad out. So, I take that into consideration.
A monsoon? Oh, you're taking that into consideration because it was a monsoon?
Yeah, it's kind of tough to play when it's like heavy rain and everybody's slipping all over the place.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I guess this is Pee Wee Football League again. All right. Trey Lance, 13 of 28, 164 yards in an interception.
Hey, we saw a team lose to a team with a quarterback that only threw the ball 3 times in a blizzard. It happened.
Right, with that being said, Marcus, don't you start your stuff.
When you're playing the elements, it's tough.
Marcus, do I need to pull the X's out already? Number 1.
You're saying it's Pee Wee. It's when you're playing in a monsoon or you're playing in a blizzard, it's tough. I'm just saying.
Strike 1, Marcus. You keep it up, all right? Making excuses for these 49ers, all right? I ain't hearing it. I'm not hearing it, all right? Deebo Samuel started off the score with a 6-yard touchdown run. I thought he wasn't running that much no more. Anyway, nevertheless.
You lost your running back, Elijah. They lost Elijah Mitchell. Their starting running back. He was out.
We'll talk about Elijah Mitchell too coming up. All right, so the Bears did what the Bears did, and then they wacky, wild, Kool-Aid style slid through the monsoon after the game. 49ers 0-1. All right, moving right along. Got more games to get to. By the way, you watching Monday Night Madness. Myself in the Alphabets, the fire starter in the Alphabets on your Monday Night Madness show. Pittsburgh. Oh, this game was crazy.
Oh, man.
This game is just wild. Unbelievable. All right. Unbelievable. Pittsburgh Steelers, 23. Cincinnati Bengals, 20 in overtime. I thought this game was going to be tied too. I thought we was going to get, for the first time in NFL history, 4 teams with the same 20 score and 2 ties. I thought that was going to happen. I really did. And then the Bengals did something stupid again.
They should have challenged that touchdown, because if they had challenged that touchdown with Jamar Chase, they win the ball game. They did not challenge. He got 2 feet in, and everybody's like, they should have challenged that. The kickers were atrocious in this game. I mean, they missed everything. I mean, it's like nobody wanted to win the game. It's like nobody wanted to win the game.
Well, let me say this. Let me say this real quick before I get into reading the comment section, because the comment section going crazy right now. Let me just say this. Minkah Fitzpatrick had a hell of a game. Hell of a game. He started off the game with the 31-yard interception on Joe Burrow, while Joe Burrow wanted to throw interceptions in this game. A lot of them.
Pick six.
Said he was better than Josh. But
he's not. But he's not.
Right.
Yeah. But Patrick Mahomes is.
Right. We'll get to that. Absolutely. Sooner or later. But Minkah Fitzpatrick started off the game with the interception. And at the end of the game, who blocked the extra point? Minkah Fitzpatrick. That sent this thing into overtime. You had multiple field goal misses, people kicking field goals by the strings, people missing off the goalpost. I mean, good God almighty. It seemed like neither one of these teams wanted to win. And Chris Bosworth, 53-yard field goal at the end of regulation, at the end of overtime regulation, by the way, put this one away. Marcus, your thoughts on this 23-20 victory?
Very exciting, very, 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 very exciting game. I thought Mitchell Trubisky played okay. Had a scare there with Najee Harris getting twisted up in a knot. He looked kind of slow in the game, but Pittsburgh defense looked really good. Now, We saw TJ Watt lead the game. They're talking about perhaps a torn pectoral muscle. He could be out from 4 weeks or out for the season. Mona, she told me that they're talking about maybe 5 weeks. So we'll see. The defense looked really great. Alex Highsmith, he looked really good. We just discussed Minka Fitzpatrick. And, it was a defensive game. And for all of the money that Cincinnati spent on their offensive line, we didn't really see much more results. We talk about Matthew Stafford getting sacked 7 times. Well, Joe Burrow got sacked 7 times as well yesterday also. So that offensive line's got to come together, because when you start facing, once you start going down the road, your quarterback cannot keep taking sacks. He was 3rd all time for a single season last year with single season sacks. It's the same thing, 7 sacks. You can't have that. So they need to clean that up real fast if they want to go where they want to go and not get their quarterback killed.
I mean, that's the fashion of the Cincinnati Bengals, baby. Sacks. They like sacks.
Yeah.
They love sacks, baby.
Yeah.
Listen, Joe Burrow, 4 interceptions. 4. 7 sacks. He threw for 338 yards, 2 touchdowns. But it took him 53 passes. 53 passes, all right? Mixon ran 27 times, 82 yards. All right, they had 133 yards on the ground because Joe Burrow ran for 47 of them too. Jamar Chase, 10 catches, 129 and a touchdown. All right, Tyler Boyd had the other touchdown with 4 catches, 33 yards. Mitchell Trubisky, I meant Trubisky. All right, Mitchell Trubisky, 21 to 38, 194 and a touchdown on this one. Chase Claypool was the leading rusher on the Pittsburgh Steelers. I'm gonna start asking y'all these questions. Did y'all watch the NFL games this week? I'm gonna start asking questions in a minute. All right. Furmouth had 5 catches, 75 yards. Deontay Johnson, 55 yards on 7 catches. And Najee Harris had the touchdown pass. Pittsburgh, 23-20. All right. Moving right along. Eagles. Fly, Eagles fly. Was they really flying that high, though, Sunday? Because the Lions gave them a game. 38-35 was the score. Jamal Williams had to open up the scoring for the Detroit Lions with a 1-yard touchdown run. But after that, it was pretty much Eagles for a while. Jalen Hurts, 18-32, 243, sacked once. Jared Goff, 20-37, 215, 2 touchdowns and an interception. Sanders had 96 yards on the ground and a touchdown. The Eagles had 4 rushing touchdowns in this game. Hurts, Gainwell, Scott, and Miles Sanders all scored a touchdown run on this one. Your thoughts on the Eagles?
They force-fed A.J. Brown the ball. Their new toy, A.J. Brown. I don't know what his stat line was, but he looked incredible out there. 10
catches, 155 yards.
Woo! They force-fed him. But Devontae Smith was 0 for 0. He got a blank check. So they really wanted to establish their new toy and Jalen Hurts, he did his thing, mobile quarterback, dual threat. I think he had like 70 plus yards rushing, and they got the win. But you're starting to see some improvement from the Lions. They amped up the game. It was sold out. They're selling Dan Campbell bobbleheads there, and I think they're going to be okay. I think they got a positive future. But the Eagles, especially now, I think the Eagles are the class of the NFC East. We'll see as of now. And Jalen Hurts, he looked okay yesterday.
Ooh, I don't think so.
No?
Nope. Not sold on Jalen. Not sold on Jalen Hurts yet. Let me read these comments. Gary, what's up, Gary? Yep, we did. I picked the Broncos to win. No, I didn't. Niners let me down. Rodgers need a wide receiver. Yep. Trey Lance finna have a long year. Yep. Cowboys still what did we learn so far? Tua needs to lift weights. Yep. Jay Andre, what's up? What's good? said it was a huge difference. Why I only scored one touchdown the whole game. Right. Number 2, Fish fan here. Oh, that's NCW in the house. What's up? Dalton Smith said Jalen Ramsey got burnt. He's overrated as a corner. Melissa, how you doing, sweetheart? Melissa is in the building. Good to see you as well. Thank you for tuning in. By the way, if you want to call in, 716-954-5209. Don't be afraid to call. DeAndre Swift, 144 yards in this game. 144 yards against the Eagles defense. Okay. Not sold on the Eagles yet. All right. And he had a touchdown in this one. Equiminian St. Brown. That is not easy to say. Equiminian. No, all right. 8 catches, 64 yards for the Detroit Lions, and a touchdown. And actually, that wasn't even Equiminian. See,
no, that was a yeah, Equiminian. So what he with the Packers?
That's Amon-Ra.
Amon-Ra, right?
Right. Yep. Equiminian won. He was the one that caught the winning touchdown pass for the Chicago Bears in the embarrassment of the week. All right, which we'll get to that a little later. But nevertheless, Lions lose another one at home. Eagles 35-38. Ravens 24-9. Lamar Jackson threw 3 touchdowns in this one and showed off his arm strength on that 55-yard launch.
But I thought he was a running back playing quarterback.
To Rashad Bateman. 17-30 in this game, 213, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception. Joe Flacco playing against his old team, 37-59, 307, 1 touchdown, 1 interception in this one. Running games was obsolete in this one. Kenyon Drake had 31 yards on 11 carries. Michael Carter had 10 carries, 60 yards for the Jets. Corey Davis had 77 yards to lead the Jets receiving. Rashad Bateman, obviously, I just told you about the launch that he caught. Devin Duvernay had 2 touchdown catches in this one. Mark Andrews had 52 yards, 5 catches. He led the team with 5 catches on this day. And the Jets lose another one at home, 24-9. Lamar Jackson did not get paid. He declined the last offer, which was $133 million guaranteed. He declined. A lot of people are like, good, he should have declined it. Good. That's good for him. Well, I tell you what, I don't know if the Ravens are going to give Lamar Jackson $230 million guaranteed.
Well,
and if they don't, I think they're in trouble. I think another suitor will become available for Lamar Jackson's services, and the Baltimore Ravens will be digging for another quarterback if they're not careful.
Yeah,
that's what I really think. I'm gonna be honest.
Well, I totally agree.
With that being said, got to get to the Commanders. All right, the Commanders. Carson Wentz wasn't wincing in this one against the Jags. 4 touchdown passes as the Commanders came back to beat the Jacksonville Jaguars. It almost was another embarrassment.
Yeah.
All right. Man, oh, man. Jahan Dotson. Your thoughts on Jahan Dotson?
He was very highly touted coming in. I think he's from Penn State.
Yes, he is.
The kid's got some wheels, man. They just paid Scary Terry McLaurin, but this kid here, he might be that guy. And Curtis Samuel, after being injured all the last year, came out and he performed well too. And Antonio Gibson had a good game too, the running back. Even though they had before he got shot, Brian Robinson was supposed to be the starter, so that was pretty impressive.
Yep. Gibson had 58 yards rushing and 72 yards in the air. So 7 catches, 72 yards, 14 carries, 58 yards for Gibson. Gibson was a lot of their offense yesterday. Terry McLaurin, you talk about Scary Terry, 58 yards and a touchdown on his 2 receptions. Curtis Samuel had 55 yards and a touchdown catch. Dotson had 2 touchdown catches. On the other side, Christian Kirk, he heard y'all talking crap about him, by the way. He called me up after the game and said, damn, we should have beat the Commanders. But nevertheless, I heard all this talk about supposedly I shouldn't have got paid all this money. And, I just went out there and put up a $117 6 catches, $117 now. How you feel now? Zay Jones had 65 yards in his debut with Jacksonville. But the Jaguars still lost. All right, 28-22. Moving on. The revenge game that everybody's talking about right now. The revenge game. The Browns and the Panthers. By the way, I want to put this out there right now before we talk about this game. Tell me the NFL team that has the longest losing streak right now currently. All right? Tell me the longest losing team in the NFL. All right, put it in the comment section or call 716-954-5209. You are watching Monday Night Madness, all right? Now, Cleveland Browns, what they do, they get down. Running the football, Kareem Hunt, 2 touchdown runs in the second quarter. All right, Kareem Hunt starting off where he left off, all right? It was 14-0. Then Christian McCaffrey puts up a running touchdown. This looked like the game of runners. The game of runners in this one. All right, Marcus, tell me how you felt about this game. Were you interested in this game?
I did. Yeah, I've done a piece on Baker Mayfield called "Pressure Bust Pikes," and it turned out pretty much the way I expected it. Baker Mayfield, when he was with the Browns, had all of these weapons. He had Kareem Hunt, he had Nick Chubb, he had Odell Beckham Jr., he had Jarvis Landry, Njoku, Austin Hooper, a pretty good offensive line. He couldn't get it done. So now you go to a team that doesn't have that and you lose. So it was pretty much Jacoby Brissett. He impressed me. He held it down. They're trying to get through this 11-game suspension with Deshaun Watson being suspended for 11 games. And it was pretty much smash mouth football. Kareem Hunt, Nick Chubb, pretty much what I expected.
Oh, what's going on, Earl? I see you on YouTube right now. He is definitely in here talking big stuff right now. He said week 1 was a little crazy. Cowboys proved that they're still bums and their season is over. It's going to be Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes playing in the AFC Championship game again. Is it too soon to say that? Said Tua being garbage will reveal more during the season. What happened to the Packers, man? I have AR on my fantasy and he stuck up the joint. Was raining in Chicago or not, Dre? Raining. It was raining, all right. It was raining embarrassment for the 49ers. That's what it was. Joe Burrow does not have an O-line. What do you expect? A horrible O-line makes a quarterback look do. Also said, I think if Trevor was in a better system, he'd be an awesome quarterback. Jaguars has the longest losing streak. It's me, Dre, Dwayne. What up, Dwayne? What's good, bro? No, it is not the Jacksonville Jaguars. Facebook user said Rodgers looked sad-ish. Yes, he did. Definitely looked sad-ish. And then he said, both of your teams suck. By the way, I'm putting that up there. Said both of your teams suck. They talking big stuff this week, Marcus, against us. You know, we right here when they
right here. Yeah, lose or draw. We're right here.
Right here, all right. Said Packers had Kirk Cousins looking like a Hall of Fame quarterback. All right, with that being said, okay, that's sir. I don't know who Facebook user is. That's gonna be strike 1 on you, sir. If you mention Hall of Fame and Kirk Cousins one more time, strike 1, sir. But no, I'm just kidding with you. They did. The Packers look like crap, and in fact, I'm gonna talk about them next in a minute. In just a moment. But nevertheless, the revenge game supposedly for Baker Mayfield, he said it wasn't a revenge game. Of course you say that because you lost. Of course you're going to say, no, it wasn't a revenge game. You lost. Of course. I bet you if you'd have won, it'd have been do you like that? Oh, no, I'm sorry. That's Kirk Cousins.
That's Kirk Cousins.
But he'd have been back on commercials again, all over again, talking big stuff as usual. Kirk Cousins. Baker Mayfield, LOL, Robert Leader. Yes, it is funny. It's hilarious, by the way. Hilarious. With that being said, moving on to a less hilarious game. All right. I didn't even give y'all the stat lines for none of them either. Colts, Titans, Colts, Texans. We'll talk about the Titans in a minute. Colts, Texans, 2020, tie. I mean, do we need to say a whole lot more than tie for these two teams. Oh, OJ Howard, 2 touchdown catches. The Bills let him go. They catching heavy flack on heavy.com, by the way. Read the article. They talking big stuff on how the Bills let go OJ Howard, goes to another team, and he just catches 2 touchdowns. All right? Well, I don't think the Bills care. But OJ Howard's doing his thing. I'm happy for him. Round of applause. Round of applause. Get me round me outside. Round me outside. All right. Matt Ryan in his debut, 32 of 50, 352, a touchdown and interception. His quarterback rating was a 48.2 though. All right. Davis Mills, 2 touchdowns, looking a little bit better. 23 of 37, 2 touchdowns, 240 yards.
He just needs some weapons. He just needs some weapons, man. If they can get him some weapons, he's going to be all right.
Mm-hmm. Burkhead gave him 40 yards of rushing. Jonathan Taylor, starting where he left off last season, 161 yards and a touchdown in this one on 31 carries. Jonathan Taylor. Michael Pittman Jr. looking pretty good, 121, $121, touchdown. All right. Brendan Cooks, 82 yards on 7 catches. OJ Howard had 2 touchdown passes, like I told you. Both of his catches was touchdown passes. And nevertheless, with all that being said, it ended up being tied. I'll tie this game in a knot and move on. All right. In a game that could have ended in a tie too, but it didn't, because Brian Daboll has learned how to be aggressive. And the Giants coaching debut, Brian Daboll came back, scored 21 points in the second half as the Titans, the little Titans, the Teen Titans. Derrick Henry was playing, and they're still the Teen Titans. Oh, by the way, I want to put this out there. Saquon Barkley had a better running game than Derrick Henry did yesterday, by the way. He doubled up. Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry had 82 yards on 21 carries. Saquon Barkley had 18 carries, 164 yards, and a touchdown. Looking really, really good coming back. All right, looking real good. Shepard, 2 catches, 71 yards and a touchdown. Kenny Golladay, bro, where are you? They paid you how much? I'm sorry.
Him and Allen Robinson probably had, for how much money that they got paid. They've been terrible. And I mean, I know Allen Robinson, that was his first game, but goodness gracious, man.
They've been good and terrible.
$72 million. $72 million. I mean, he's been worthless. He's been absolutely worthless.
God awful. Just God awful. I just don't understand. Not understanding what's going on with Kenny Golladay. Nevertheless, Daniel Jones, 17 of 21, 188, 2 touchdowns, an interception, sacked 5 times. Tannehill, 2 touchdowns, 266, 20 of 33 on the day, was sacked once, still lost the game, by the way, on the 2-point conversion. You bums. Yeah, I'm moving on because we'll talk about them later on too. All right. Speaking on another team that played like bums, let's get to the Green Bay Packers. Why not? First play of the game. I got to call it right now. First play of the game, Marcus. Christian Watson hits Patrick Peterson with the okie doke, makes him almost touch pay dirt. Touch the ground. Scrub the ground. He almost made him scrub the ground. And then guess what he should have did? He should have scrubbed his hands before the game, because what did he do? Stone cold drop. A stone cold drop. First
right in the hands. Right in the hands.
I'm like, yeah, this is the game. As soon as that happened, I'm like, they losing. As soon as that happened, I swear to God, I'm like, yeah, they lost. I'm sorry to say that. And it sounds bad because I'm a Packers fan. But yes, I seen it. I'm like, yep, today is the day they're losing. And sure enough, what happens? Kirk Cousins, yeah. Justin Jefferson doing the gritty multiple times in this game. 184 yards, 2 touchdowns, 9 catches for Justin Jefferson. Kirk Cousins, 277, 23 of 32, 2 touchdown passes. That's his guy. Justin Jefferson is going to be his guy all year.
Yep.
Yeah. Aaron Rodgers, 22 of 34, 195 and an interception, sacked 4 times. You bum. And I got his jersey on. 16.1 QBR rating. Can't believe this guy. Can't believe this. But you know what?
Hang on, though. Is Aaron Rodgers really a bum, or is it?
No, he's not.
I don't think I'm not a Packers fan. I think Aaron Rodgers is a bum.
Yeah, I'm just saying that because I'm a little annoyed that they lost to the Vikings week 1.
Yeah.
Once again, though, this proves a couple of things. Number one, a couple of things that need to be mentioned. Number one, this happened last year where they lost the first game of the year, and you know what happened after that. Okay. Number two, don't tell me that media does not distract teams. Last year, it was Aaron Rodgers and that whole media distraction. Week 1, they get their boost mode. This year, it was about the wide receivers. Can they catch the football? All the media talk. What happens on the first play, Christian Watson? Stone cold drop. Yeah. Don't think that it don't matter. It matters. Believe it. Week 1, Packers take a loss. Aaron Jones, 49 yards carrying the ball. Dillon had 45 in the touchdown. So what? Dalvin Cook, 20 carries, 90 yards, and the rest is history because there's nothing else to mention, especially not the Packers. If I'm the Packers, I would get DJ Moore or Denzel Mims ASAP. Yeah, I would too. What's up? With that being said,
I'd be on the phone trying to get a hold of Will Fuller. Yeah. I can't believe Will Fuller. I think he'd be perfect for them. And Sammy Watkins, and let me tell you something. I'm going to say this. Sammy Watkins, you suck. Sammy Watkins is terrible.
3 catches, 18 yards. That's all he had. 3 catches, 18 yards. Terrible. That boy Romeo, 37 yards. Good job. Robert Tyan, 36 yards. Christian Watson, you bum, 34 yards. You should have had 90. You bum.
Yeah.
All right. With that being said, got to move on. 23-7 Vikings over the Packers. All right. By the way, you watching Monday Night Madness. Shout out to everybody that's tuned in right now. I'm ignoring that Kelvin Benjamin comment, Dalton Smith. What's good? I see you, bro. I see you. I'm ignoring the Kelvin Benjamin comment. See, Dalton Smith causing trouble. Causing trouble. I'm just messing with you, Dalton. I know it was pathetic. Quite pathetic.
That's bad. That's really bad.
Hey, Kelvin, you want to get off the couch? Stop eating? Play a little football? Kelvin, we got a couple teams for you. Got a couple teams this year for you.
Hey, he's not as bad as Eddie Lacy was.
Nah, not at all.
Eddie Lacy, he just ate himself right out the league. He just ate it.
Stop it.
I'd rather eat KFC than be a multimillionaire and play in the NFL.
I don't get it. Don't understand. Don't get it. Malik, what's up, bro? You said Packers lost, the Bears won. I'm happy. Yeah. Yep. Yeah.
We'll be here every week. We'll lose the trouble here. But let me say something. When we win, I need you right here. Right here. I'll sit here. I'll eat some crow. It's cool. But when we win, I need you right back. Well, when y'all win, because I don't think we're winning too many games this year.
The Bears ain't either. Don't worry.
Yeah.
The Bears ain't either.
Yeah.
All right. Chiefs, Cardinals, 44-21. Patrick Mahomes.
Who's the best quarterback in the NFL? Somebody said another quarterback, but I don't know. I saw a quarterback yesterday throw 5 touchdowns, 0 interceptions.
300.
And a lot of people say I don't want to mention nobody. I don't like calling people out. 5 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. A lot of people said, when he lost his top target, he was going to fall off a cliff. He wasn't going to be that good. He was lucky. All that. Just saying. I heard people say that. Comes out, throws 5 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. Picked apart the Cardinals, just dismantled them. So I'm just saying. I mean,
well, the Cardinals is dookie.
Are they
straight booty? Yes,
Cardinals are. Okay.
Name their leading receiver in the game. Matter of fact, comments in the comment section if you can name the Arizona Cardinals leading receiver yesterday. Name them. I bet you don't guess it.
Andy Isabella's good, man. Give Andy Isabella his respect.
Marcus.
Give Andy Isabella his respect. Give him his respect.
This guy. This guy over here. This guy.
Give Andy Isabella his respect. Give him his
I'm giving him his respect right now. Strike 2.
Hollywood Brown? Brown?
That's 2. No, that's 2.
No?
I don't care. No.
Okay.
It ain't Hollywood Brown either.
Zach Ertz, he had a good game.
But that's strike 2, Marcus. Keep it up. Andy Isabella, really? Keep it up. He sounds like a dress shoe more than a football player.
Zach Ertz did have a good game. Zach Ertz had a good game.
Oh, did he? He had a good game? He did?
Okay game.
He did?
He had an okay game.
2 catches, 14 yards is a good game. Bro, you cutting up right now. You just want strike 3, man. That shit right there, should be strike 3. 2 catches, 14 yards. Bro, cut the cap right now.
7 yards of cash. That's
cap it. Hella cap right now. On Monday Night Madness, man. Cap it. You're having too much with this cabin. Fun with this cabin. Tyreek Hill, I forgot. He doesn't play on the Chiefs anymore. Travis Kelce, 8 catches, 121 yards and a touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, he left the Steelers and went to the Chiefs. 79 yards in this one. All right. 6 catches, 79 yards. Good debut for Juju. All right. Marcus Valdez-Scantling. You need to go back to the Packers, sir. The Packers need you. The Packers need you. You don't need the Chiefs don't need you for 4 catches, 44 yards. Yes, Dalton Smith, Greg Dolch was the leading receiver for the Cardinals yesterday. Don't know. Say his name, Marcus. What's his name? What was the name? Damn sure ain't Andy Isabella.
Give him his respect. Give that man his respect.
Shame on you, Marcus. All right, with that being said, moving on. Raiders and Chargers.
Justin Herbert. Y'all better get ready. This kid is coming. I'm telling you. The young guns, they're coming.
3 touchdown passes in this one.
How many interceptions?
0.
Really? Three touchdowns, 0 interceptions?
By the way, we do have breaking news right now. If you are watching Monday Night Football, which I have on right now, I have it right here. I missed it myself, but the Seahawks, 7-0. Geno Smith scores a touchdown early. Marcus, the alphabet. I'm calling it out right now. If the Broncos lose, you are never allowed to say ever again that these boys is getting a kick today. You never allowed to say that phrase again. That's over. You already got 2 strikes, Marcus. Don't make it a third one after the show.
There's no way Russell Wilson will let Geno Smith beat him. There's no way.
Okay. All right. You say that now. Marcus, you on wax, okay? Just remember this. This show.
I'm going to buy me a Seattle Seahawks hat, and I will wear it on the show next week. I will find a Seattle Seahawks
I will find one and I will wear it on the show next week. There's no way it's going to happen.
Devontae Adams had 141 yards in this one, a touchdown in his debut. But Derek Carr threw 3 interceptions, was sacked 5 times in this game. 22 of 37, 295, 2 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. Don't matter. Chargers won 24-19. And this is going to be a dogfight of a division.
Yeah.
This one right here.
Yeah.
All right. Moving right along. Sunday Night Football. We saved the worst for last. We saved the worst for last.
Pretty bad. It was pretty bad.
Marcus, can you tell us what happened on Sunday Night Football?
What happened? What happened is Jerry Jones's. Actually, Stephen Jones showed their true colors. You did nothing this offseason to make the team better. You gave away La'el Collins. You traded Amari Cooper, who a couple of years ago you gave up a first-round pick for. You trade him for a 5th-round pick. When you see guys like Hollywood Brown and A.J. Brown, receivers that are good receivers but are not as accomplished as Amari Cooper, you get a 5th-round pick for him, and they're getting 1st and 3rd for these guys. And you did nothing to try to get ready for Tyron Smith, who we all know can't stay healthy. He hasn't played a full season, and since 2015, he gets hurt in training camp, gets hurt in preseason. And away we go. I mean, right? I mean, it's bad. I mean, the only bright spot that I saw last night is Micah Parsons, and you're wasting part of his prime while he's still on the cheap. You're wasting part of Trayvon Diggs while he's in his prime and on the cheap. You're wasting them because they're talking 8 weeks for Dak Prescott. So Tom Brady doing what Tom Brady does. Leonard Fournette ran the ball down our throat. Mike Evans jumping over people, mossing people. It was bad, man. It was really bad.
Yeah, wow. I was shocked. And Marcus, on the radio show, I legitimately said, I'm taking the Cowboys and don't disappoint me. And what the hell did you do?
The defense wasn't bad. I mean, 19-3. I mean, you held Tom Brady to 19 points. Some of it was field goals, but I mean, I think they held on to 1 touchdown. I mean, the defense played really good, but your defense, you still need your offense to do something. The offense was non-existent. Dak Prescott getting, he breaks his thumb. I mean, Zeke was running okay. They still kept trying to force feed it to CeeDee Lamb. They got Tony Pollard out there trying to block Shaq Barrett. I mean, it was just bad, man. It was just overall. The kid did okay. Tyler Smith playing out at left tackle, but you made no adjustment. So it's going to probably be a bad season for me. I'll be here. I'll take those heat rounds. It's all good. Piss poor planning, man. Piss poor planning.
Marcus the Alphabets, before we get into biggest winners and losers, real quick, before we get into that, I just want to say I really hope that Dak Prescott comes back healthy. I hope everything goes well for him. Right now, I'm watching the Denver Broncos on the 10-yard line. They are on their own 10-yard line to start their first drive of the night. And he rolls out, first down, completion, and more to the tight end, number 83, early. Yeah, tight end was lined up as the fullback, and here comes Russell Wilson coming out, rolling out, and he hits him in stride. First down, 20 yards at least. Trying to see who number 83 is. I think it's Beck is his last name, but nevertheless, got to do this. Every week, we got to have worst play of the week, all right, in which worst play of the week. Come on and give it to us. Here it goes.
Oh boy, yeah. Wide open, right in your hands. I've never
Bump,
played
bump.
football before. I've never played football before. I was a highly touted recruit. I couldn't catch a cold in Alaska. Yeah, that was pretty bad. That was pretty bad. That was pretty bad. Pretty damn bad. So, you know,
Wow.
there's some names out there. You got some receivers out there that are free agents. You might want to go call them. You got a guy like Cole Beasley. You got a guy like Will Fuller. Called
Oh
Emmanuel
my
Sanders out of.
God. Beck is balling out here. He just made a one-handed grab. And the Broncos are at the Seahawks 28 right now, by the way.
They're not going to lose.
And yes, you see it is right here. If you don't know.
Yeah, they're not.
All right. With that being said, we got to talk about some of these injuries real quick before we get into biggest losers, biggest winners. Let's give an injury report real quick. Obviously, TJ Watt is the biggest one on the list besides Dak Prescott. TJ Watt, torn pec. Some are saying he's done for the year. TJ Watt said he's going to get more options to find out what's going on with this torn pec. All right. Steelers lose defensive player of the year. 2-time, right?
I think he's only won once.
Partially torn pec.
He's only won once.
Oh, yeah, once. Partially torn pec right here. I'm reading it. Reading, yep, third options. Okay, so he sustained a torn pectoral. Says he possibly could be back in 6 weeks. If the doctors determine that Watson needs surgery, his season is likely over. Also, Najee Harris got good news on his foot injury. Came back negative. They said he should be good to go against the Patriots. All right. Dak Prescott injures his thumb. 6 to 8 weeks. Yeah, he will have surgery. No question. 49ers running back Elijah Mitchell will be out 2 months with a MCL sprain. That will hurt the 49ers. By the way, we got the AFC hurt north, and then we got the NFC West. Sorry, terrible, atrocious NFC West right now. All right, unless Seattle win tonight. The Eagles lost pass rusher Derek Barnett for the season with a torn ACL as well. Chris Godwin is also injured.
Concussion.
Keenan Allen is out with a strained hamstring. Ravens corner Kyle Fuller out for the year, torn ACL. All right. Those are injuries, notable injuries. All right. That was your notable injury report for this week. Marcus the Alphabets. Any of those injuries make or break a season?
Well, losing your star quarterback, I mean, that really hurts. Yeah, I don't know how many teams can survive losing their starting quarterback. Going to war with Cooper Rush or Will Greer. I mean, that's not an ideal situation. So, it's bad, and you need your thumb to throw the football, especially on your throwing hand. So, I mean, it was bad news. He said he heard something pop, and that was it. So we'll see what happens, but that's a really bad loss. And he wasn't playing that good before he went out too. The offensive line, offensive line injuries, issues. So
is Dak really healed from that ankle injury?
I thought he looked good. He took off and ran a couple of times. To me, it was offensive line. I mean, just constant pressure in his face. I don't care who you are. We saw what Joe Burrow looked like. When you got people in your face, when the Steelers were all over him, or we saw what Matthew Stafford looked like when the Buffalo Bills defense was all over him. I don't care how good of a quarterback you are. If your offensive line cannot maintain their blocks, you're probably not going to have any type of success. So, you can pay a quarterback all that money, and if you don't put some protection around him, you can't have. Joe Burrow took 9 sacks in the playoff game, and then in the playoff game against Tennessee, and then get sacked 7 times against the Steelers. You can't have that. 7, 6, 7, 8, 9 times having your $40 million. Well, Burrows hasn't got paid yet, but your $40+ million quarterback getting hit that many times, it's not good.
Yeah, absolutely not. Rashawn Reeves, what's good? What's good, bro? All right. With that being said, I was hoping Rocco Raquelli was going to come on, but nevertheless, we're going to talk about biggest winners, biggest losers. Corey Williams is on as well. Shout out to Corey Williams. I see you. Rashad, what's good? Said it's one game. Relax. LOL. The wide receivers will be fine. The offense needs to play better as a whole. It's not a sprint. It's a marathon. You're right. Absolutely. 110% on that one. Yeah. You get kudos for that, even though you still lost. All right. Biggest winners, biggest losers. All right. Put them in the comment section or call 716-954-5209. You guys, I know y'all not scared to call no call line. I know y'all not scared to call no call line. All right. Call. Marcus, biggest winners this week.
Buffalo Bills going into SoFi. Okay, I don't play favorites. Me and Mona, we put out alphabet bids, putting a challenge out there to the Buffalo Bills. You want respect, you go into SoFi Stadium on ring ceremony, when they're raising the banner, go in there, defeat the Super Bowl champion, the whole country's watching, go in there and smack them around, get after Matthew Stafford. Very impressive. I like what the Steelers did, beating the Bengals. With Mitchell Trubisky at quarterback, very impressive. I was highly impressed. So yeah.
All right. Let's see here. Who else?
Who else we got? Miami Dolphins. Tua Tagovailoa owns the Patriots. I don't think he's ever lost to the Patriots. Tua Tagovailoa. I thought that was very nice. Patrick Mahomes, 5 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. Justin Herbert, 3 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. Beats the Raiders, a team that put them out their opportunity to go to the playoffs. Minka Fitzpatrick blocks, just block, intercepted a pick 6, block kick. I mean, there's Minka Fitzpatrick blocks, just block.
Look who it is, Rashawn Reeves in the house. Rashawn, what's up? You come in listening to the show. You hear this? You can tell he was listening.
Rashawn, I was listening, man. I had to tune in, man. What's going on, y'all boys?
What's going on, man? What's up?
So much. Just enjoying another day. First of all, let's just get this out the way. I drafted Dak Prescott on one of my teams, fantasy football. That's all I'm gonna say. I ain't gonna say nothing else. All I'm gonna say is,
hold on. I'm gonna say something. Hold on. I got something for that.
One of my teams on fantasy football, and I did not wake up a happy man. That's all I'm gonna say.
I got something for that. Hold on. Look at the screen. Mm-hmm. Strike one. Go ahead. Strike one. Go ahead.
Look, man.
Go ahead. Keep going.
It was a long night watching the Dallas Cowboys, to say the least. I don't know. Now, I get it. Sometimes with the injuries, I get it. Sometimes things just happen. You can't get it right. With injuries, you can't get right sometimes. But at the same time, look, Dak Prescott, you getting paid that money now. You decided you wanted to be in Dallas. You said you were the man. You wanted to do it for Dallas because you grew up a Dallas Cowboys fan, whatever the case was. Well, show us. Show us that you're ready to do it now in Dallas, because last year you had every weapon imaginable. CeeDee Lamb showed up. Amari Cooper, Dalton Schultz showed up. Ezekiel Elliott, Tony Pollard. There You can't ask for too much more as a quarterback if you're Dak Prescott. It's like last night was just bad. It was just bad football. Like all around, it was just bad football from the Cowboys. The defense looked good. To be able to hold Tom Brady to multiple field goals in a row, I think what did he have? 4 field goals in a row, I think it was.
Yeah.
The defense did what they were supposed to do. The Cowboys couldn't even get the ball past the 50. You couldn't even get a first down after your first drive. It's like, what? It was just bad football.
I thought Zeke played very well. They ran the ball pretty good. Zeke looked pretty good out there.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So biggest winners, biggest losers. Rashawn, biggest winner.
From this weekend?
Yeah.
Probably the Chiefs. They showed up and they showed everybody like, look, man, without Tyreek Hill, we can still throw for 5 touchdowns with this offense. Like, Tyreek Hill is not our whole entire offense. Are we looking for that player that can take the top off? Maybe, or do we have it in these young boys we have on this roster? Like, look, with Patrick Mahomes at quarterback, the Chiefs are going to be perfectly fine. I'm going to look at them as probably the biggest winner. As far as the biggest loser, not to toot the Bills' horn, but the Rams would probably be the biggest loser. The Rams look bad. Like,
yeah, they did.
They look bad. Like, not they look bad. And I'm a Rams fan. Okay, I'm a Rams fan. The Rams look bad. Like, outside of that first drive they had, it was like, all right, let's see. And then for the Bills to have 4 turnovers and still be able to win that game by 21 points, just imagine if they don't have 4 turnovers. It's like, tell me, is the offense that good? Was our defense that good, or was the Rams that bad? You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
I'll tell you what's looking that bad right now. The Denver Broncos.
Look,
the Seattle Seahawks is in the red zone again.
With Geno Smith. Geno Smith's not as I ain't gonna say he's not.
Don't do it. Don't you do it.
I ain't gonna say he's not a scrub, but Geno Smith not the worst quarterback. Ooh, excuse me.
He's one of the worst.
Marcus.
We'll see. I'm about to go watch it right now.
As soon as we get through with this biggest winners, biggest losers situation, we're gonna end this joint. We're gonna let y'all go watch Monday Night Football, but nevertheless,
they said he's 6 for 6 with a touchdown.
Biggest losers.
I just told
49ers, you bums.
Oh yeah,
49ers, you bums. The Rams, you bums. The Patriots, you bums. Marcus, I hate to do this.
Didn't look too good either.
I hate to do this to us. The Packers,
the lack of a number 1 receiver,
and the Broncos. I'm sorry. I'm already futuristically thinking about the Broncos. And the Cowboys. All biggest losers this week.
Yep. I'm with you.
And
all right, 3rd and 2.
I can't let this pass. There's always a tie. Like, why is there a tie in the AFC South? Is the AFC South going to be that bad this season? Like, just let me know. Is the AFC South going to be that bad this season? Like, amongst the 4 of them,
I think the Colts.
Somebody has to make the playoffs out of the 4 of them, and I feel like that team is just going to be a pushover for whoever gets them, and they're going to end up playing at home. Like, you're going to get a home game. You're going to get slapped right upside your head by one of these AFC West teams that's coming in here and not playing no games. I feel bad for whoever wins the AFC South because none of those teams look good. As a unit, they all look bad.
Yeah, I agree.
With that being said, y'all know what it is, man. Monday Night Madness. We want to make sure y'all go ahead and watch Monday Night. I plan on, once again, having Rashawn Reeves on Thursday night with Jay.
Yes.
With Jay on Thursday night. And once that happens, Thursday night should be a whole lot of fun. What's the next Thursday night football game, by the way?
Chargers Chiefs.
Oh no, but the next Monday night game is
Chargers Chiefs.
Oh, we know. We already know what the next Monday Night Football game is.
Chargers, Chiefs.
That's a great way to start the season if I'm a Buffalo Bills player. Like,
I think we're going to do Monday. Yeah, I think we're gonna do Thursday. Rise Up Unlimited Radio Show at a special time, 6:30, 7 o'clock. Marcus,
Okay.
Rashawn, I think we're gonna do it at 6:30, 7 o'clock.
We got to. I got to see every moment of that. I'm gonna go finish watching this. Right, that's gonna be a barnstormer.
By the way, Seattle Seahawks just got. Did they get a first down or did they get stopped?
They got stopped.
4th and 1. To me, it looked like they got stopped.
Yeah, they got stopped on that 4th and 1 just now. It's gonna be a fun football game for them. Let's see what happens. I got a couple of Broncos players on my fantasy football team too, so let's see what Cortland Sutton do. But the Broncos have a good team. They were really just a quarterback shy. They were a solid quarterback play shy of making the playoffs last year. So let's see what happens this season.
The Broncos stopped them on 4th and short at the 5. They probably should have took the field goal, but nevertheless they got stopped on 4th and short. Broncos get the ball back. 7-3 Seahawks lead right now. Monday Night Madness was a whole lot of fun, folks. We'll see you next Monday.
$200 instantly. Just for $5. DraftKings, listen to me. You listen good. I appreciate you for recognizing how valuable my time is. But instantly, stop. You're not going to make me sweat a little bit.